Hello, beautiful souls. My apology. I started my video and it froze. Um, so I had to log out and start back up, and here I am. So if you're joining me on the replay, let's hang tight for a minute, see who joins us. Hello, I see somebody has just joined. Say hi in the comments for me. There we are. Hi, everybody. I'm starting to see you come in. My apologies. I was all set up 30 minutes ago, hit play at 3 minutes to 7, and the video froze, so I had to shut it down, log in again, and start over. So, hi, Margaret. Hi, Diane. Who else is here? Say hi in the comments. Hi, Arnell. Hello, Jeff. Hi, Kathy. Okay. So I'm gonna take my focus off the comments because we've lost already 4 minutes. So welcome everybody. Welcome if you're joining the replay. So I'm gonna jump right in because I've got some very specific things I want to support you with today. As you know from the first energy update and from the first mastermind, we're really focusing this year on the qualities or the attributes of 5D consciousness or awareness. You have heard me say many, many times over the years, a particular analogy I'm going to give you again right now. Where the energies are, your level and ability, your innate ability to perceive what I'm about to say is going to make the most sense it's ever made to you. Because we're moving from concepts that we are filtering through our mind that has mostly been tuned to our wounded persona, and we are now moving out of concepts into experiences that are dictated from the intelligence of our heart chakra. And that awareness is going to be happening at lightning speed as we move our way through the year of 2024. Okay? So before I remind you of this analogy, I want you to do something with me. I want you to put your right hand on your heart chakra, right in the middle of your chest. Take your left hand, your two jumper cables. I want you to put them on your chest cavity. We're going to all inhale together, and then we're going to hold our breath for 10 seconds. So empty your lungs. Everybody breathe into capacity. Now hold your breath. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let the breath fall out. Let your hands fall down onto your thighs and let your body relax. Holding your breath like that is a very simple tool to activate the intelligence of your heart chakra and then put your awareness there. From that openness and that activation, here's the analogy I want to remind you of. This is not an absolute truth, but it is a backdoor way to let our imprinted mind understand something that is that this our experience can align with this in a way our brain understands, okay? So, you've heard me say often, your auric field is as far out from where your body is to where your fingertips go. Do this with me. Put it out. Notice where the edge of your auric field is. Now move your arms to the side. That's where your auric field is, at the edge of your fingertips. Now put them over your head. That's where your auric field is, above your head. If we go like this, we kind of can feel the capsule of this energetic field around our body. We've been taught that from a scientific standpoint, and this can be photographed with infrared cameras, that our bodies emanate an auric field, electromagnetic field. You've heard me say, this is the point I'm reminding you of. What if it's really more like that ball of energy around your body, that electromagnetic field is really your drop of water in the infinite ocean of one? Which, think about that. When somebody's standing next to you, we're all one body of energy of our electromagnetic fields, right? That's why when somebody invades our personal space, we can kind of feel it. If it's a weird vibrational match, it's playing in a different octave or frequency. Are you following me? Why is that important today? Because from this perspective, your auric field, your drop in the infinite ocean of one said, I want to insert myself into a body and come to planet Earth, and I'm going to play the game. I'm going to pass through the veil of forgetfulness. I'm going to forget that I am the one source energy, and I'm going to live as a human who is playing that game absent of that knowledge. Okay? We've been playing that game for a long, long time. Now we're changing the game. Now that intelligence, if your body was not in the middle of your auric field, your drop in the infinite ocean of one would still remain. That auric field or that heart chakra would still remain. Let's just call it the brain of your auric field, the intelligence, the thinking part of your drop in the infinite ocean of one, your fractal understanding itself from a much higher perspective in the oneness that it's experiencing itself, absent of the body, absent of the forgetfulness. Okay? Are you tracking? So, from the Masters of Light and the Elders' perspective, in this quantum leap year, you're going to start to have awarenesses from this intelligence. All last year, I've been talking about the intelligence of your soul, right? Sending impulses of thought into your conscious mind that is going to make sense to you. It's going to feel very natural to you. We're shifting the human experience. In the human experience, there is an agreed upon concept that does not exist in the oneness of non-physicality. Yes, I'm aware that when I keep doing that, heart show up on the screen. In the oneness, there is not the agreement of the physical experience in the physical plane of time and space. That is a man-made concept that's very helpful in the third dimension. What it does to us is it keeps us locked in this loop of regretting the past and fearing the future and judging ourselves from the imprints of the agreement that all of us live in. I'll give you an example. We've all agreed in this time frame that there's a sequence of human development. You're born, you go to school, we imprint you, you get married, you have babies, you go to work, you retire, you die. And in that process, there's all these beliefs that are imprinted on, by the time you get to this age, you should have accomplished this within this structure, right? Why is this important? Because the beliefs of that structure are dismantling, they're disintegrating. That's part of the dismantle of on the world stage. So what's going to begin to happen is you're going to start to have awarenesses that show up in a clarity that feels and speaks to you very uniquely. That's going to start to free you up, and they're going to start to come very, very quickly. Why? Because our beliefs are about ourselves that align with that system are tuned to a frequency that is not a match to where we're expanding into. I'll give you a very solid example. Stay with me. I'll give you a very solid example for me. You've heard me talk about it. In my human experience along this timeline, I am not financially where society says I should be. Okay? I'm still playing the financial game. I need money at this stage. I need to shift how I've been interacting with money from where I am right now to better prepare myself for the financial needs in this game. But what's happening as I'm excited to shift my own behaviors around money, to shift my own patterns around money, to allow me to create something that feels better, not because I need to align with other people's beliefs. But as I'm doing that, I'm noticing this emotional response come up of shame and judgment. I'm not a judgmental person, but in my awareness in this quantum leap, I'm feeling this subtlety of self-judgment that's presenting. And I'm not saying to myself, oh, there's something wrong with you for still judging yourself. I'm simply from this place of awareness, this intelligence in my heart chakra, noticing the discrepancy of vibration of what I'm tuning to versus what's still imprinting, this residue. That's important for me and for you because it's from this intelligence making us aware that we can sit in our crystal cave and say, oh, okay, show me what you'll show me, how I can release this lingering judgment, because that lingering judgment is incompatible with the vibration of where I'm going. Remember, I've been saying you can't think your way into this. You have to align with it. So this intelligence of our soul is going to start to show us in ways that make sense to us where there's discrepancy, and it will help us dismantle. In my mind's eye, the way I perceive energy when I'm sitting in my crystal cave, oh, I feel this vibrational mismatch. Let me see it visually in my eye. Let me release it, because I don't have to think my way into it. I just have to become aware of it. And then I speak to it and I say, energy that is connected to the residue of my self-judgment of that old paradigm and my imprints from that, you have no place in me. So I'm going to sit in my crystal cave, which is perfectly harmonized in the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It's like a battery charger, but it's more of a harmonizer. And I'm going to sit in there and I'm just going to harmonize that residue. You're not welcome here. You're not serving me. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to feel it in my body. I'm going to sense the uncomfortable emotion. And I'm going to say, oh, I am done with you. You're no longer welcome in my field. Then I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to exhale. I'm going to relax. And then I'm just going to let it dissipate. And while I sit in my crystal cave, it presents in my mind's eye a way that I can perceive it actually shifting. And for me, it looks like these little balls of black that disintegrate into, I'll call it fractals, or almost like glitter size specks. And then they dissipate and they shift and they move out of my auric field. And then I sit there and I let myself be harmonized in the absence of their presence. That skill is not unique to me. That is in the intelligence of my soul's personality, reminding me of when I don't have a physical body, how I work within the energetic fields. I came in seeing colors. Now I'm having this experience around money. At the same time, I'm remembering from this intelligence how to take color and energy and put it on a canvas in a way that affects the viewer the same way my ability to affect the client on my table was happening in that function of interacting with energy. That's a lot. What I want you to take away is be aware, pay attention rather. Your awareness is going to spark thoughts of clarity for you around emotional things that are going on in your body that are no longer in alignment. This is going to happen on a mass scale, and those that are not awakening are going to cling to their limitations. They're going to cling to the imprints. They're going to cling to the belief that governments look like this, people act like that. All of that, remember the us versus them? Well, there's an us versus them in us that has to be dissipated. That us versus them is my alignment with the imprints that I've been given about how the human experience is supposed to be lived. Can't force yourself, you can't think yourself into this. These are doors that can only be opened from the inside out. So this week, just pay attention. That's your takeaway for today, okay? You can come back and listen to this and see how it fits for you. Your takeaway from today is pay attention to just thoughts that may be showing up in your conscious mind about you. Pay attention to judgments that you're having about yourself. We cannot take those with us. They're like big chunks of beliefs that we carry in backpacks. You've heard me use that analogy many times, and we want to struggle to keep that limiting belief in our backpack. And even as much work as we've done, the subtleties of differences of frequency from those imprints will continue to reveal itself in a very dismantling way. And that will continue to happen from the inside out. It's glorious. And we're being given these tools that we don't have to fight so intensely to judge ourselves and stop a freaking behavior. Like I don't have to fix my finances to get rid of this mismatch vibrationally. I just go into the crystal cave and harmonize. How cool is that, right? But you got to be playing with it to reap the benefits and to experience it. So pay attention and be gentle with yourself. Your awareness is moving in quantum leaps from the intelligence of your heart chakra. And that's going to change the way we interact with ourselves and hence the way we interact as a species. Got a long way to go, but this is where we are in the process right now. Be kind to yourself. Let that intelligence of your heart chakra, let your soul show you how to love yourself as you continue to recover from the wounds of your imprints. That's what this week is about. All right. I hope you find benefit in that. There's only love for you here. I'll see you on your one-on-one this week if you have one. Otherwise, I'll see you next Magical Monday. Until then, be well.